A group of grain buyers from Colombia visited the state to discuss trade opportunities and learn about Arkansas agriculture.
A little over 2 months after the U.S.-Colombia Free Trade Agreement went into effect, 8 officials with grain buying groups in Colombia spent a week in Arkansas visiting farms and agricultural companies, exploring opportunities to increase trade between the state and South American country. The FTA eliminates tariffs on most commodities traded with Colombia and is expected to make the United States competitive in the country once again. One of the stops the group made was to Riceland Foods in Stuttgart, where they learned about the cooperative's worldwide marketing efforts.
Right now there's very high tariffs on rice. With the new free trade agreement, there'll be a 79,000 ton TRQ, which will increase incrementally over time, which will allow us to get more and more rice into that country.
TRQ stands for Tariff Rate Quota. At one time, the U.S. had about 80% of the Colombian market with corn and soybeans. Argentina now controls most of that market. But with the FTA in place, a Colombian grain buyer says Arkansas stands to gain some of that back.
Oh, it definitely will help a lot. The logistics are a lot easier from the southern part of the U.S. to Colombia. And now with the U.S. Free Trade Agreement, we're back in business. It's a lot, we know a lot more of U.S. products than South American products because we've been trading with the U.S. for so many years. Our Caribbean ports are just 5 days away from New Orleans, so it's a pretty convenient.
King says the trip was profitable in nurturing relations with the Colombians and laid the foundation for enhanced trade with them now that the trade barriers have, for the most part, been eliminated.
There's a potential maybe to do a reverse trade mission, taking some of our grain sellers along with some of the university people and maybe even a few farmers back to Colombia later on this fall to reciprocate this mission and continue to build this relationship with the Colombian poultry industry so that we can export more products from Arkansas and the United States down to Colombia.
The visit and tour were sponsored by the U.S. Grains Council, Arkansas Farm Bureau, and the Arkansas Corn and Grain Sorghum Board.